These are people that Vince McMahon does not like to shine a dim light on, bro. So that's why I'm saying with Riddle, bro, this was caught on camera. I mean, there's no question about it. So if he is embellishing and not telling the truth, bro, he's going to pay for that.
You didn't, bro. This is an interesting story I read previously, man, and let's talk about it here. So Matt Riddle, he claims that he was sexually assaulted by the TSA. He was in New York, I believe, and he actually had a picture of the security guard saying that he was improperly touched, and then he had a airport pic with him as a picture, and he was saying that this is the bad experience. Don't ever want to come back and things like that. But the thing is, though, while it's under investigation, if he's embellishing this whole thing, it can actually work against him because, of course, they denied it, and there wasn't any. There's reports that there wasn't any proof that this guard did any of the sort. And from what I've read before, there was some reports that he was a bit belligerent as well on the plane during the time too. So he could have been inciting some things in order for him to be apprehended. So do you think that this, Vince, would impede his status in the WWE, especially with them trying to make things as polished as possible with the switch, and seeing this story making TMZ with the merger? What do you think?
Chris, first of all, man, I have a very short attention span. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos that come up on my TV. Mm-hmm. So, bro, there are cameras everywhere now, especially at airport security. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Cops can't do anything. They're plugged to cameras. Everything is being recorded, bro. And like I said, at the airport, there's probably more cameras than anywhere else because 9/11 and everything. Mm-hmm. So, bro, listen, if something happened, it was caught on tape.
Yeah.
If something didn't happen, then nothing happened on tape. Bro, I'll tell you why this is a slippery slope. Because the one thing about Vince, and again, he's not the owner anymore, but bro, when it came to like military, fire department, police department, when it came to that line of just work, Vince just he put those people on a pedestal. Mm-hmm. He really, really did. And I would think that, airport security would fall under that umbrella, bro, because if not, then anybody could take a gun on a plane and, anything can happen. So I would guess that, Vince holds those people as well in very high esteem, man. And, there have been stories where, this is not the place to get into it, but there's been some questionable military WWE things that was swept under the rug. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So when you start going down that road and there is no proof, and even if there were proof, these are people that Vince McMahon does not like to shine a dim light on, bro. That's why I'm saying with Riddle, bro, this was caught on camera. I mean, there's no question about it. So if he is embellishing and not telling the truth, bro, he's going to pay for that. Yeah. On the other side of the coin, if the footage is there, then not so much of a penalty, and the WWE will probably just sweep it under the rug.
But here's the thing, though, Vince. To even get the guy allegedly being frisky with him, he had to be accosted, and there was some commotion to even lead to that. And I think that alone isn't a good look. I think it even goes before the alleged, assault.
Yeah, you're right,
Like,
Chris. Yeah.
He's not being a good representative of the company.
You're right.
To a wider platform of Endeavor and now TKO, and for that to be, because there's a possibility, Vince, that the execs knew nothing about Matt Riddle as a talent
right
before the merge, and they're like, Matt Riddle associated with WWE. I'm not sure about that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. And they're not going to care who he is.
Exactly.
They're not, bro, outside of Brock Lesnar, anybody else on that roster, they're not going to care who he is.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, especially if he's not bringing the company money.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I don't know who this Matt Riddle kid is, but I don't want to touch him with a 89.5 foot pole. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Like, I don't want that to blemish this new merge, with Endeavor. And if you're linking Matt Riddle, TMZ, belligerent on the plane with this, I don't want him to be one of us.
And not only that, bro, this isn't the first time his name has been called.
Correct.
This is like the third.
Yeah. There's been other times, and if they do it, they don't even have to do a deep dive. To see that, there's been other Riddle stuff. So, he was he was supposed to be on Raw. He's supposed to do this him and Drew tag thing. He wasn't on Raw, so could that be an omen of?
Bro, here's a whole very interesting thing, Chris, that you just brought up that we've not even discussed here. Bro, is Endeavor gonna start checking the backgrounds of these people? Vince McMahon, we turned the blind eye. Bro, come on. Look at who's in the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Come on, bro. This is a whole. This ain't the boys' club, bro.
Correct.
This ain't the boys' club. And bro, with social media, everyone on that roster, if there is a mark, they're going to find it, bro.
Sure. Yeah. This is a corporation now, Vince.
Yep.
Corporations do background checks, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
No more sliding things under a rug. No more, giving you a slap on the wrist and say, don't do it anymore. It's not that frat good old boys, club anymore. And with Endeavor, again, this is a big $1 billion plus corporation that's, again, doesn't know the talent to give them passes.
Right.
Like, I don't like Matt, who, he's one of, he works here. Okay. Yeah. We need to do something about, and again, that goes from Vince McMahon no longer being, the end all be all. That's one of those things that executives for Endeavor is like, Vince, hey man, you got to talk to your guy. You know what I mean? Like you got to be sure you have a conversation with him. Otherwise, we're going to have to let him go. If it was a Vince thing, he would just be like, don't do this anymore, type of deal. But he's got other people that are higher in the pecking order saying, I don't want to be affiliated with someone like that. And I think, we might have to let him go.
And bro, not only that, bro, listen, man, TKO is a sports entertainment company.
Sure.
Bro, we just had a Monday where Monday Night Football did over 20 million viewers and Raw did barely over 1 million. You mean to tell me as TKO, a sports entertainment company, you're not going to look at that and say the NFL is doing 20 times more than the powerful WWE? What the heck is going on here?
Yeah. Even college football, they're doing, big numbers. We just saw Texas and Alabama, having the biggest game, of the season so far, record numbers. And if it's like, man, like college football was blowing WWE out the water, pro football is blowing WWE out the water. If we're supposed to be, competing or at least having that big brand, we don't want WWE anchoring us down, as far as the ratings are concerned. So, all these things are legitimate concerns for the company execs from a WWE standpoint. moving forward. And again, it goes back to this is a good thing because it causes the WWE
I agree.
to really get on board and really shaping up and sharpen up as far as their presentation as a whole, because it's not just WWE anymore. It's TKO, and greater than that, it's Endeavor that they're representing. So
absolutely, bro, 1000%. Long time coming, man.
Yeah, indeed. Let's talk about the PWI 500. Well, as far as the list is concerned, Vince and I we were talking about the full list. There's a bunch of names that we were talking about that's within the top 10 and without not being the top 10.
Do you have all the names there, Chris?
I do.
Where's our boy in the middle?
I sent you a link. I'll send you a link again of the. Oh, it's on there. Check your
I got it. Yeah, let me see. Okay, let me see.
All right. EC3 is number 209.
What?
209.
That's it. That's insane. I mean that. I mean, my God, bro, they got Edge at 50. What did Edge have? 2 matches?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
in
insane.
front of EC3 is Kez Evans.
Oh my God.
Lawrence Roman. Jalistico.
Willie Mack's a great guy, but Willie Mack.
Yeah.
He's a gimmick though, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been like less than EC3. I'm not quite sure about that. Stuka Jr. at 178. I don't know who that. JD McDonough at 172. Your boy.
Oh man,
almost at 174, above EC3, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, bro.
Speaking of Matt Riddle, 164 is Matt Riddle. Hoodfoot at 155, whoever that is.
The Miz is at 141.
Yeah, Bronson Reed's at 150. And so, yeah, I mean, a lot of these names, I have no idea who they are. Kanose Takeshita at 126, man. That's but man, it's 20. What was it? 209 EC3. That's
bro.
That's,
Dominic, this is a hard pill to swallow. Dominic Mysterio 94, AJ Styles 99.
Isn't that something?
That's something, bro.
99 for AJ Styles, man. That's really unfortunate. So any other ones out of the 100? 500.
Sam Adonis, man. I worked with him locally. You know who Sam Adonis is, bro?
He's Corey Graves' brother.
Corey Graves' brother. And I thought when I worked with this guy, I thought he was great. And number 70, bro. That's not too shabby.
He's doing pretty good in Puerto Rico, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm surprised they got Baylor at 61 and 9.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's pretty low for Finn Balor this time. Yeah, that's interesting. We were talking about people who are part of the committee that we know that used to be, and it's really, really interesting. But Priest at 71. If I remember, the cutoff is like June or July.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, before the I think it's summer to summer, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of times people are like, man, people who had like recent pushes and things like that. They're like, man, why is this guy, so low and he's been world champ or something like that. But I think the cutoff is, bro.
Who I'm not seeing on here, bro.
Who's that?
Where's Gargano on here? I'm scrolling through. I'm at like 120, and I haven't.
227.
127.
227.
Oh my God, 227.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, they're gonna be debating this for the rest of the year, bro.
They're not giving NWA any love, man. They got Chris Adonis at 236. How about Nick Aldis? Let's see.
He was. I just saw him. He was
57. That's not bad.
Bro, now why? I don't understand. Like, where the women have their own separate thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a woman's top. I think it was like 100, 200 or something like that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Stark's at 43. So, so basically the top 10 is 10 is Cody Rhodes, 9 is Josh Alexander from Impact, 8 is Orange Cassidy, 7 is Kazuchika Okada, 6 is MJF, 5 is El Hijo de Vikingo. 4 is Gunther. 3 is John Moxley. 2 is Roman Reigns. 1 is Seth Rollins. Do you have within the top 10 there? Do you think that that's ordered properly, or would you make any changes?
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. And listen, I don't want to come across that, bro, like everybody knows, I'm not a big fan of Seth Rollins, but that has nothing to do with this. I don't know how Roman Reigns is number 2. Like,
what do you think makes Seth Rollins? Why do you think Seth Rollins adds Roman Reigns?
I don't know, bro. I really, really don't know.
Especially if you're still counting Mania in this.
Yeah.
And the whole Bloodline storyline. I mean, the Bloodline storyline was really the heart and soul of WWE programming for the past 3 years, especially within the time frame of the choices. And if you think about it, during the beginning of the year was Seth and Logan Paul, and before that, what was Seth Rollins doing? Do you remember?
I don't even remember, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just kind of. He had his feud with Cody last spring, but yeah, I don't even remember what Seth Rollins was doing throughout the year. I mean, it was, but the Bloodline was very memorable.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you could have anybody but him, Roman, at the top of the list.
I'm trying to figure out what. Let me see. So let me check out some real quick some matches that he was a part of. He was feuding with he was U.S. champ. He was feuding with Austin Theory at the beginning of the year. That doesn't do much. 20, U.S. title feud. And when Cody got injured and left, it was mostly him and Theory.
Yeah.
And Lashley, Riddle, Theory, Finn for the U.S. title was mostly U.S. title stuff. So number one, feuding with, U.S. title stuff mostly. Of course you got World Heavyweight Championship when he won, in the springtime, but I agree. I don't think him as number one makes sense. Moxley, I suppose, with his AEW presence. Gunther, that's a high number, but good for him.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good for him. So, overall thoughts on this PWI.
I really don't have any, bro, because I you got to ask I have no idea what the criteria is. Absolutely no. It's like Meltzer with his stars, bro. He can never tell you how he arrives at, so it's hard to say, bro, without really getting a breakdown of this is how we, rate people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you was the PWI top 500 a big thing for the wrestlers back in the Attitude Era as far as them looking and seeing?
Not at all, bro. Not at all. No, I never used to follow that.
And always remember, speaking of stars, 4 3/4 stars is the same as 5 stars.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.